Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 and another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we've got the second part of Season 3, where we are taking part in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It really has been a wonderful start of the season. Thank you very much for the support on yesterday's episode, and what an exciting episode we did have. Esteban Ocon having a terrific result, finishing second in the race, our first podium with the Williams team, and Yuki Tsunoda finishing sixth after a penalty towards the end. Was it a penalty? Yeah, I think he did get a penalty, didn't he? Yuki Tsunoda. I might be wrong. I can't quite remember how the race ended up, but he did come across the line in fourth. Yeah, he did have a penalty that took him back to sixth in the end. But yeah, it was an awesome first race. I think different circumstances, we maybe could have even won that race. The pace is so much better than we ever expected. Of course, we gave up on last year's car halfway through to put some research into the car, but then we got incredibly close to the cost cap. So we actually only researched one part. So imagine where we'd be if we'd researched all of the different elements of the car. We'd have been right at the front. But we've put in a few developments before the start of the season just to try and catch up a little bit. Now we're going to have to take our foot off the gas just a touch to make sure that we're not running so close to the cost cap again. We're going to have to be calculated in that. But yeah, looking forward to today, seeing how we get on. Of course, it's a power circuit. We've went for the Red Bull powertrains this season, which is the most powerful engine. So I'm looking forward to seeing where that leads us, I suppose. So without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action. And yeah, it's going to be very exciting, I think, just seeing how everybody gets on. So first things first, we need to have a little look at the messages from last time out. Bahrain feature race results. So Johnny Edgar won the F2 race, and then in F3 you've got Kyle Colley, Ido Cohen and Mari Boya. Okay, let's just have a check of those results there. Yeah, looking pretty decent. Obviously it's 30 drivers in F3. That was practice, so wasn't it? Yeah, and there's the race results. Okay, and then into F2, you can see Isaac Hajar finished second there, Solov in third, Gabriel Mini, somebody we've been following. Who I want to see, what was his name again? I cannot remember. Can't remember. Oh, it was Gregory Saucy, wasn't it? I don't know if Gregory Saucy's still going out there. Let's see if he is in there. Gregory Saucy. Where was he? No, he must have retired. Well, what a shame. What a shame. Anyway, let's keep going. Side pods manufactured, very good. Everything looking good in terms of the car inspection. It all passed the test. So moving forward, chassis has been developed now. I don't think there's any more parts of the car we need to manufacture more bits of. I think we've got the rear wing already in progress, so that's all looking good. We can start to think about the next development window. When is the next ATR period? There you go. So that one's ending this week, starting next week. So yeah, we will manage to actually sort that out, which is good. And obviously you've got the break between Australia and Baku. Okay, so that's looking good. Francis Phillips. Okay, so that's all upgraded, which is nice. Yuki Tsunoda's smoothness has increased, which is good to see, and Iwasa's smoothness has also increased. Had a good smoothness month. Right, pit crew development, we'll go for the same pit stop time, with tyres being the main focus. We will give them a little rest before again. Well, and that's all looking pretty good, actually. There you go. So we're gonna improve by another 1/10 of a second is what we're expecting to be very, very good. Let's confirm those changes. Nice. Right, we probably do need to look at the development of these guys. So what's he struggling with? Definitely chassis. Yeah, I think bodywork is what we should focus Enrico on. For Aaron Melvin, drag reduction and airflow. Yeah, that's looking good. James Irwin, he is pretty good in most areas. But yeah, definitely driver comms is where he can improve. Ben Mitchell, definitely communication and feedback, which is car analysis. Alan Permain, leadership and training would be the best thing to focus on for him. Pit crew are looking fine. Engineering team are looking okay. That's 2 of 5. Okay. Scouting team's fine as well. Right, let's continue on then. Rear wings manufactured. Perfect. Okay, so the new ATR period has begun. So now we can focus on some more parts of the car. The new underfloor is gonna be done. Right, where have we focused on so far? So front wing, rear wing, and side pods. Definitely need a new suspension in there, but we are going to focus on bigger upgrades, more spread out, if you like, to try and save a bit of money this season. So yeah, we're gonna give that a decent amount there. We're of course gonna reduce the weight of the car. And where could we do with improving? Brake cooling is definitely one of them. So I think we'll make that a pretty much exclusive brake cooling upgrade. And we'll stick 3 engineers, or we can stick 4 on it actually. Because we're gonna probably do 4-3-3, aren't we? Once that underflow's finished. Yeah, that's fine. So we've got 2 days to go. Underfloor is designed, so we can get that into manufacturing. Won't be ready for this weekend, but we'll most certainly be ready for next time out. Okay. So now we can put the other guys into work. So let's have a little look. I honestly think front wing and chassis is maybe where we can make our big gains. So I'm going to stick 1.6 into that. And 21 man hours into it. Gonna absolutely take off some weight. Add a bit of brake cooling. Definitely add a bit of low speed stuff. And a bit of medium speed. We're okay in high speed corners, so I can take a... Can I take a little bit off that? Not really. Everything else can stay the same. And we'll put 3 engineers on that. That's going to be a normal. And then we'll have a new chassis as well. Remember, this takes 54 days. Or 54 days till the new aerodynamic testing period begins. Yeah, a bit more engine cooling in there. A little bit of drag reduction and I think we'll be good. Stick 3 guys on it on a normal. That's going to take 25 days. Okay, cool. I am pretty happy with that. Board attendance at Grand Prix. Well, let's invite them along. I think they'll be pretty happy. So now time to get our performance target sorted. So they want us to finish in at least 12th. We will promise that both cars will get through to Q3 and Q2 as well. And a finished position, let's say both cars will finish in the points. Let's be ambitious while the board are there. Very good. Right. Here we go then. Let's get ourselves into Saudi Arabian Grand Prix 2025.
We're here in Jeddah, where the tension is boiling as we head into the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. The circuit at Jeddah, spread along streets that run next to the Red Sea, is one of Formula One's highest speed tracks. It's a test of skill from start to finish, with cars just millimeters from the walls. The Jeddah street circuit has one of the fastest average speeds, as well as the most corners of any track on the calendar. Good high-speed downforce is going to make life in the fast lane a little easier for drivers here this weekend. In the last round, Max Verstappen flew to victory, the Dutchman proving that he can be absolutely unstoppable when he's in such fine form. The weekend begins here.
Okay, time to get into the weekend then. I'll see you guys for qualifying to see if we can repeat last week's performance. Okay, very good set of setup satisfactions there. 96% for Esteban Ocon, 96% for Yuki Tsunoda. So let's get ourselves into qualifying with confident drivers. Got to be happy with that.
Hello and welcome to the much anticipated qualifying session.
Qualifying consists of 3 periods, with the slowest drivers eliminated after each one. With the pressure mounting, who can secure a strong starting position for the race? The main thing on my mind was their speed in practice. They just weren't that fast. But was that down to the driver, the car, the team experimenting? We don't know, and we'll just have to see how they fare in qualifying.
Well, we're certainly ready in the commentary box. The drivers are getting ready down in the pit lane, and it's time for qualifying.
Okay, right, let's get ourselves into qualifying. Quick look at the setups. Don't think they can really get any better, to be fair. I think Ocon's in a good place with his car. And same for Tsunoda. Maybe a look that way would probably get it towards optimal, but I don't think we need to mess with that. 96% is pretty good. So yeah, let's get ourselves into it. I think you've also got to think maybe the setup satisfaction isn't always the quickest setup as well. So, you know, it is sometimes a little bit misleading. Right, we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to send them out sort of halfway through the session to get a better idea of where the pace of the car is at before sending them out again later on. So I think I think now is the time. So Tsunoda's going to head out first. Send Ocon now. Yeah, that looks okay. I assume Russell's coming into the pits. Yeah, so now Ocon away.
Currently
And
P8.
Tsunoda heads up to
Okay, good
P8.
lap.
Didn't really keep an eye
Go in lap.
on his lap. Didn't see whether he had any traffic. Ocon certainly got a little bit of traffic here. Yeah. That's going to definitely hurt him. What was his middle sector? 27.2, plays a 27.6 for Ocon. So that's the problem with sending your cars out in the middle of the session. You don't get that clear track like we've enjoyed at the start. He's still up to 11th though, despite that traffic. That implies to me that maybe Tsunoda had a touch of traffic as well. I think we should be okay on scrub tyres though. And now we'll just leave it to the end. Obviously, if there's a red flag or something, we won't really be affected anyway. So sending them out fairly close to each other. Should hopefully get a bit of a tow. Or at least Ocon will. So let's ride on board with Tsunoda here. He should hopefully be able to get past this Aston Martin nice and easily. Looks like he has done. Yeah, perfectly done.
Let's check a flag.
Ocon starting to slip down the order. Mick Schumacher 15th. Ricciardo over the line. He can't get through. That's a big disappointment for him. Second Q1 exit in a row for the McLaren driver. I'm trying to work out who else is on a time that could do anything here. We've got Ferrari coming up to the line. I think that's George Russell. Oh no, it was Zhou Guan Yu actually in the Alfa Romeo. He goes 13th. Tsunoda quicker in the first sector. Middle sector's surely where we're going to make the big gains. Yeah, 6/10 for Ocon in that sector over what he did last time. So this is going to be more likely put him up towards the top 3. Yeah, De Vries and Maloney out of qualifying. Piastri's the one we want to keep an eye on. I think Piastri's about to head over the line. He goes up to 12th. Both drivers are safe anyway, but let's see where our times will take us. Tsunoda 10th, Ocon 2nd. Oh,
11.
Wow. That is very impressive from Esteban Ocon, showing his hand there as somebody that could potentially be right up there this season. I'm giving him the tools, and we've got the driver under the car that can do it. And yeah, really excited to see what he's gonna produce over the course of the season. Right, didn't work last time, did it? So let's get them out there as quick as possible. And that was on scrub tyres as well. I mean, Ocon could really be in for a very, very good qualifying session here. Let's see how it goes again. We've got Ocon behind Tsunoda. Definitely accounting for a bit, and there you go, 26.5. That puts him first at the moment. What did he manage in Q1? Can we actually see that?
Run switch delta, stay negative. So cool as much as you can.
I don't think so. Yeah, we can't see all of that, which is a shame. So we don't know what exactly the quickest times were last time, but we'll give it a go again right at the end. Maybe swap the drivers around this time to see if it's the tow that's been doing it. Yeah, 8th and 9th this time, so I definitely think that's a slower lap from Esteban. Let's send them out there. And they're on the scrubs. So here we go. Let's see if Sonoda can stay quite close to Esteban. Cars I'm looking at that could probably improve are the McLaren
Checkered flag.
of Norris. Perez is going to the top 10 in the Mercedes. He's gone 9th. So Sonoda now the man in danger, as we've got Gasly coming over the line. He's only 13th. Norris goes over the line, only 12th for him. Right, what about one of the Red Bulls, I think that is. And that is Charles Leclerc. He's over the line. Zhou over the line. He can't get through. So Piastri's the last one that could do anything. Is Piastri still on a flying lap? No, he's on an in lap. So again, we are safely through, but improving on this second lap of qualifying. Ocon definitely looking slightly quicker than Sonoda this time, but Sonoda 2 green sectors. 27.2 plays a 27.3, so actually Sonoda slightly quicker than his teammate this time. And let's see what happens. Ocon through the final corner. The last two boys to finish their lap. Ocon's going to head up to the line. What can he manage? He stays the same, but Sonoda up to 4th. So you've got to say we've got potential pace in there to go and upset the apple cart, but definitely going to have to be on top form here. So first up is Ocon in Q3. We're going to have a set of softs free for tomorrow, which is good. So again, we're going to send them out there. We'll see what they can produce. A little bit of traffic. That was Sonoda running wide there, actually. Yeah, I think the traffic will have affected them too much anyway. Oh my god, into the 22nds. So a long way off where we need to be.
I'm boxing this lap.
Copy.
Yeah. I'm going to go with brand new tyres for Ocon and scrub tyres for Sonoda. We're going to truly test which is better here. I have a feeling I already know the answer to that though, and the scrub tyres are going to be quicker. Not ideal. Will Sonoda even make it round here? It's going to be very tight. Yeah, Sonoda just about, I think, will make it over the line with 2 seconds to spare.
Okay, check a flag.
Now, any sort of red flag, yellow flag, any sort of mistake is going to cost them dearly. Ocon on the brand new tyres, Sonoda on the scrubs. Through the first sector, Ocon going now. And it is a green first sector. That's green for Tsunoda as well. What did he get? 31.8, 31.8. So very much the same through there. Ocon, I think, should be okay for traffic. I think everybody's on a flying lap now. Ahead of him on track as he comes through the middle sector. It should be green. Is yellow. So 27.3. Plays a 27.2, so Tsunoda is quicker at the moment. Now that Mercedes needs to get out of the way. There's a Ferrari as well. Ocon okay. I think Tsunoda should just about be okay. And here comes Esteban Ocon then, up to the line. What sort of time is he going to put in? It's a 26.5, which only puts him 8th. I think Tsunoda's going to go quicker than that. He does. A 26.4, which puts him 5th. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
I think you did one. I did the best I could do.
Tsunoda once again now qualifying Ocon. Ocon at the pace in Q1. But did not have the pace in Q3. That was actually his slowest time of the day. His 26.2 would have been enough for 5th ahead of his teammate Yuki Tsunoda. But he couldn't produce it when it mattered, whereas Tsunoda produced his best lap. Interesting.
The teams are making their final preparations down in the pit lane, ahead of today's race.
Jeddah street circuit certainly makes the high speeds of F1 racing a thrilling affair. But even a world champion can be caught out in between the narrow walls, just as Max Verstappen found out in 2021. The sky tonight is mostly clear, with only a few clouds. Nothing to worry about for now, but let's see how the situation unfolds.
Well, this is certainly going to be a challenging but no doubt exciting race here in Jeddah.
Okay, let's see how we get on in the race then. Let's work out a good strategy. I think particularly for Ocon, that's going to be important. A two-stopper kind of doesn't work around here. But I do think being aggressive on your tyres probably is the best way to go for Esteban. Medium tyres and then hards. Tsunoda, I think let's switch this up a little bit. He's going to use his tyres at the start to try and make positions and then slot onto the hard tyres a little bit later on. We're going to drop the fuel by a lap. And then up the driver options a little bit as well. There we go, perfect. Right, here we go then. Let's get into the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
The drivers are lined up on the grid here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit, preparing for 50 flat-out laps under the lights. Could this be a big race for that man, Alexander Albon?
Getting into the top 6 is a very good start. With an error-free race, they'll be confident of grabbing some points.
Right, let's get to it then. It's almost time for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
Away we go then. And it's Charles Leclerc off to a good start against his teammate Max Verstappen. Can Max Verstappen get ahead into turn 1? They're side by side. But Leclerc manages to get through, and he's leading the way with Max Verstappen. Stroll is third. Yuki Tsunoda up to 4th already in this race. Very good start from him. Sainz is 5th, then Russell, then Sergio Perez in the Mercedes, then Albon in P8, followed by Ocon in P9. He's holding off Kevin Magnussen at the moment with his medium tyres, and interestingly the top 2 did go medium tyres. Tsunoda's got the best soft tyres along with Carlos Sainz in the top 10. And in fact, everybody except Lance Stroll has good soft tyres to use. But it is about a 50-50 split, whether they've went soft or mediums. Probably slightly more towards the medium tyre strategy. So, and I think that's very interesting now because, you know, we got them within about 2 seconds of each other.
Can use the overtake.
Okay.
The strategies. And I think Tsunoda needs to be aggressive
It's critical.
on the overtake and to make this strategy work.
Okay.
You know, he needs to be building the gap. He can't be held up by medium tyre runners. So, let's zoom it through a lap until the DRS is active. But Lance Stroll up in third. I mean, Aston Martin had a dreadful result last time out, but they've certainly looked better this weekend than they did last time out. Okay, down to a aggressive he goes. Now, Ocon. Let's tell him to avoid high-risk curbs and see if he can pull off the masterstroke they did last weekend. Now, problem Stroll has got is that his tyres are worse off than Tsunoda's, so with DRS this is going to be an almost easy overtake. But Stroll will probably come back at him. But he looks fine, yeah. Ocon doing well at the moment. Yep, Tsunoda needs to get himself away from Lance Stroll, really. Doesn't particularly want to be in his race. But he's P3 at the moment, doing well. That's going to be Stroll past temporarily. Ocon almost dropping out of the 1 second window of Albon here. Needs to be careful he doesn't drop behind Magnussen now. And that's what could always happen with Yuki Tsunoda there, as Kevin Magnussen has now overtaken Ocon. So yeah, just got a few little issues to resolve at the start of this race. Yeah, Ocon now 2.5 seconds behind Alex Albon. I think possibly the avoid high risk curb strategy not paying off this weekend, and that's fine. Sonoda's tyres definitely not going to last as long as we need them to, so I think he's going to have to drop back to standard now.
Okay, back off.
Copy.
To be fair, I think Ocon's weren't lasting much better. Okay, I think time to zoom it forward a little bit. Yep, Sonoda back through.
Okay, that's good.
Still, you know, battling with Russell. But yeah, Ocon definitely starting to close up on that group. Yeah, Sonoda not a million miles away from pit stops. Lap 19. It's going to be the time.
The window is open.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, Ocon's still battling with K-Mag. Maybe this is the lap for Ocon to just push his ERS button a little bit. Get himself closer to Albon.
We're at the bottom of the pack, no more energy.
Copy.
Yeah,
close the gap
Sonoda's going to be coming in this lap, putting on the hard tyres. And hoping for one hell of an undercut.
Boxing.
Yeah, copy.
Two Red Bulls absolutely flying away at the summit, but Max Verstappen just a tenth of a second ahead of Charles Leclerc.
You can afford to drop back.
Copy.
So here we go then. Tsunoda in the pits. And Sainz and Perez have come in as well. Yeah, nice to hold up that Ferrari a little bit, wasn't it? That'll give us a little bit of time.
Perez is pitted.
Annoyingly, looks like... How did that happen? I mean, we... Definitely quicker than Perez there, but... Is what it is. So it's probably now worth actually attacking Ocon as much as we can. And get him in this lap.
Box.
The one in.
Well, if
after the
Kevin
tyres.
Magnussen pits this lap, I was going to say that would have been a very rude manoeuvre.
Copy.
And then how's Tsunoda doing? Not fabulous. Not the best time, 2.1 seconds.
Caution one on exit.
And there is Yuki Tsunoda, so... Ocon now just behind Mick Schumacher. We'll be looking to make a move pretty quickly here. Oof. Yep, Tsunoda does manage to make the move stick in the end there, as Carlos Sainz puts in the fastest lap. Sainz a long, long way away from Tsunoda. Now can Ocon make the move with DRS and overtake? Oh, not quite there. Well, tries round the outside.
No energy. Copy.
That's a good move, but didn't have the energy on the exit. Should be able to get past reasonably shortly. But now Tsunoda in a bit of a DRS train. That's going to make him definitely struggle to get through. Yeah, Stroll and Perez a long way ahead. Yeah, of Yuki. He's lost out quite significantly. I think they've gone for soft mediums. Well, those mediums might struggle to make it all the way. Here goes Tsunoda then. Down the inside of Bottas. And he's through. Yeah, we're the only ones on hard tyres at the moment. So definitely an interesting strategy from the others out there. Surely 24 laps, that's going to be pretty tough on the tyres. As Tsunoda round the outside he goes, now has Théo Pourchaire ahead. And goes down the inside and Tsunoda through finally. That's a huge move for Tsunoda to make. And now Ocon is going to do the same. And this is where they can make a big impact on the top six. While Charles Leclerc's in the pits. And yeah, he's taking softs to the end. 22 laps on the soft tyres. Seems like quite a while to me. Back out in fourth place, but let's see what happens here. Max Verstappen pushing. But Leclerc is in free air. And will already be putting in, purple middle sector. So Verstappen is going to be in trouble here. Where's Leclerc? He's coming past now. And Leclerc has massively undercutted his teammate. Verstappen will not be happy about that. 4 seconds is the undercut there. As our two drivers are battling it out again. And maybe we have to say to Tsunoda, let him through. Looks like he's got a bit more pace. And push Ocon ahead. Yeah, we've managed to undercut Alex Albon. Albon on the soft tyres. So we're going to push on with Ocon. So we're 7th and 8th at the moment. Not really in the battle for the podium like we were last time out. Yeah, Albon is the real one we have to watch here. But I think using the DRS behind for Tsunoda is going to keep him ahead and therefore Ocon ahead. That's what we're hoping anyway. Yeah, they're side by side now. Yeah, Tsunoda now behind Albon. And straight away Albon manages to get past Ocon. I think Albon's probably going to put in fastest lap. No, doesn't manage it. Russell's put in fastest lap. And then time to deploy ERS, I think, with Ocon, try and build that gap. Pull away more than a second from Piastri. That's the ultimate plan here.
No energy.
Copy.
Yeah, it didn't quite work, and Gasly's through now.
They're at the peak now.
Copy.
Maybe we need to Tell Sonoda to defend from Gasly.
You've got pace.
And let Ocon go a little bit here. Try and secure 8th position today. I don't think we're going to get any better than that. Maybe we've went with the wrong tyre selections today. Well, that's not worked very well, has it? Sonoda straight away past. So it might end up being 9th and 10th here, if we're lucky. There goes Ocon, getting overtaken.
I can't do anything, guys. Let's focus.
We've still got 13 laps to go. I mean, that's where we could come back into it. Okay, time to zoom it through a little bit here. And now Norris wants a bit of Sonoda. Yeah, I think our lap times are just significantly slower than most of the people out there, because we're on the hard tyres. So perhaps an incorrect strategy call in this one. And I don't think Sonoda's actually going to get any points here. Because there goes Norris, he's through. Okay, Sonoda might be able to make it back, but not for long. Alright, let's have a look at tyres. Yeah, 10 laps to go. I mean, those soft tyres are surely not going to last, and those medium tyre runners, they're going to struggle, but I think they've built out such a gap that they'll be okay. Right, on to interval now. So 2.5 seconds separates Ocon and Gasly. Sonoda now down to 12th. I think Sonoda can now go a little bit more aggressive. That's Kevin Magnussen that way. We've got to be a little bit worried about out there. So Sonoda back through. Right, let's get deploying and get him close to K-Mag again. He needs to be. Yeah, 1.6. Yeah. Did the best he could. Well, now Ocon 1.5 behind Pierre Gasly. And this is where it will really start to pay off, I think, being on the hard tyres at the right time. As we are the quickest two drivers on the track now, other than the leaders. So Sonoda will have DRS here. He should have done. He definitely passed the detection zone ahead.
Do what you can to keep the tyres cool.
Copy.
And well, we've got 5 laps to go here. As Max Verstappen puts in fastest lap, 1.7 seconds quicker than his teammate. And is that going to be a close run thing towards the end as well? Tsunoda finally passed Kevin Magnussen. Ocon needs to get within a second of Gasly. And we're on to the final 2 laps, so time to be aggressive.
Use energy.
Copy that.
Yeah, if he can get past Pierre Gasly, then he might be able to catch Stroll by the end of the race. DRS open. Nicely done as Charles Leclerc starts the final lap of the race, and they are within 3/10 of each other here.
Really good job. Keep pushing.
What's happened to...
P8.
Well, yeah, Leclerc's tyres are definitely worse than Verstappen's. That's going to be very, very close. Looks like Ocon's getting overtaken again here.
No more energy for now.
Yeah.
This will be our last lap.
Tsunoda P10, which is good to see. Now Max Verstappen is into the lead, but will Charles Leclerc be able to come back? He's got 3 DRS zones essentially here in order to do this. It's going to be that final corner, isn't it? The 2 Red Bulls once again fighting it out. And is Charles Leclerc going to get ahead of his teammate? Oh, he's leaving it right to the last here. I don't think he'll quite have enough. No, Max Verstappen's going to win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Leclerc finishes second, just 2/10 behind. George Russell is going to finish third. Sainz fourth.
Max Verstappen.
Then
Over the finish
Albon.
line,
Excellent
and
race from him. Perez is going to be 6th, ahead of Stroll, I think. Although our 2 drivers, or at least Ocon, is coming up close to these, but don't think we'll quite manage it.
Okay, press and hold overtake.
Yeah.
So here comes Esteban Ocon up towards the finish line.
Yeah, copy.
And yeah, Ocon over the line. He
Check the DRS.
finishes 8th.
Copy.
Gets himself 4 points on the board, and Tsunoda finishes in 10th.
It's P8. You did a good race.
And yeah, both drivers have ran out of fuel in the end, so just about survived.
Flag is
Come
out.
the end there,
P10.
Really solid job.
taking a lap of fuel out, but yeah, not quite as impressive as Bahrain. I think we maybe went for the wrong tyre selection. You know, and there's a lot of people there on 30% tyres, but finished well down the road, so I think we could have pushed the softer compounds a little bit more. But it is what it is, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. But yeah, Gasly finishing 9th, Alpine will be happy with that, but Aston Martin, what a recovery from them after finishing in both cars outside the points in Bahrain. 5th and 7th here.
After what was a very exciting Grand Prix.
A 14th place finish today, no points and lots to think about.
And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
That sees them double their win tally for this season. They'll be delighted with that.
And finally now, the drivers can relax after an eventful weekend at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
Well, very good from Max Verstappen ahead of Charles Leclerc, who doesn't look too happy. George Russell will be happy with third there, though.
For the teams to process after that race, but how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
They did okay today, I'd say. I mean, we're talking about such a competitive field, and all things considered, the drivers did all right.
Okay then, and a big thank you to everyone for joining us this weekend here in Jeddah.
And for the next round, Formula One is heading down under. Exciting times ahead in Australia on the shores of the Albert Park Lake.
Okay, there we go then. We finish in 8th and 10th in the end. Not too bad, not too shabby. Again, double point scoring. Ocon down to 4th in the championship now, and Tsunoda down 2 places to 8th, and we're down a place to 3rd. But, you know, grand scheme of things, very, very good. Still 1 and 2 in the fastest pit stops, which is what we like to see, and hopefully we can build a nice lead in that championship over the course of the season. £4.2 million in the bank in profit. That is what we like to see. So that's where we're going to leave it for today. If you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.